everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, passing may come at a cost. The Jets are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Pats team that has to be careful passing the football. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And he hits his target. This is Clay Harbor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From midfield, here's Breeze. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Breeze to throw on second down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Rashad Perryman is just gifted athletically, and I know we got a scare back in, what was it, June? We thought maybe a second knee injury, might miss a second year, but he came back, and he came back strong.
You played with his dad, didn't you?
Yeah, I played against his dad in college, and he turned out to be a heck of an NFL player. But Rashad, he's got a chance to really be special.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. On second down, here's Breeze. He finds the tight end Harbor, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And quickly, the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And Cooks has it over the middle. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They go to Johnson again. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Now that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Gerald McCoy, coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This will be, 38 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Play action. Breeze. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up a third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From midfield, here's Breeze. A hit as He throws there, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And New York set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Kill!
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 93 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Rawls. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Evans is alone to his right. Play action now. Mariota. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Mariota on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Michael Brockers was a first-round pick coming out of college and has done nothing but enhance that status. A tremendous player inside.
Throwing is Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up 4th down.
and that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now you're going to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. A really nice carry there by the Flint, Michigan native Thomas Rawls.
A transfer from Michigan back to Central Michigan. Got overlooked in the NFL draft when he came out. Ended up being a priority free agent. And, boy, what a rookie season he had before injuring an ankle. This guy is something else. When he gets going, their offense really responds.
And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And the D looking like they may blitz. They come out here in the eye. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And there's a flag on the play. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Breeze now on first down. Over the middle this time to Fowler. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Second down following the run. Breeze to throw on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So completion on second down, that brings up third. Now Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A good pickup there, a 22. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through him.
Breeze now to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
When we watch Drew Brees practice, the thing that always strikes us is after every throw he makes, he continues to go through his progressions. You know, so he gets that muscle memory. Okay, in a game, if I don't have this throw I just made, I might have this one, I might have that one. It's amazing. One of the reasons he's come out so hot today, he's already seen it happen.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On play action. Now Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Folk's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Mario Mariota now on second down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They go play action. Mariota surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Fresh set of downs here. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The play clock's running down. On second down, Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen. Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. On third down, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board. Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Easy. Breeze will try again on second down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And the game just keeps evolving. big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Breeze. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll give the Patriots a first down. In his career, he has a spell of 10 straight seasons, 4,000 yards or more. Only quarterback to do that. We're seeing more of it here in this one.
We better not take it for granted, because what we're watching, it's vintage Drew Brees, but it still is excellent.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So at halftime, it's the Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On first and 10, here's Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And the lead is up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
In motion comes the tight end left. Time running out here on the play clock. First down, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he cuts it out to the... There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Thomas Rawls hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 2nd down, Johnson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A first down throw for Mariota. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. They got got 29 yards there. And it's good for a New York first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They come up in an offset eye. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They go again with Rawls. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So 2nd and 10 here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They pitch it out to Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On play action. Now Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Kamale Correa. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The Pro Bowler, Calais Campbell, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On play action, Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They go play action here on first down. And complete right side to Cook. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
Mariota now. Going to throw deep. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Dorial Green Beckham with an acrobatic catch. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flush to his right. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Breeze. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Third down at 8 now. Another pistol look here. Now Breeze on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Breeze now on first down. And a right side completion here by LaFell. A good pickup there at 22. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Come out with one back and 3 tight ends. He finds the tight end Harbor complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Now Folk for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Evans is alone to his right. Mariota now to throw on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stiff-armed him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
Now Mariota. And this one's incomplete. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Evans is alone to his right. Mariota now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Play fake. Mariota. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Breeze now on 1st down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Pitch goes to Rolls. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Play action now. Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. On third down, Mariota going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And unable to get down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. To throw is Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. New York set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution and the wideout in motion. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter.
And now we get a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He's back to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Back to throw. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's brought in by Pitta. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 16 yards there. And it gives the Pats a first down.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of these.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. Tackle made by Kamale Correa, the second rounder, the rookie.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
So here now is now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. and they keep the winning streak alive. A big victory today.
And not only that, they serve notice to everyone else on their schedule. They are now the team that no one wants to play. They are rolling.